Once upon a time,
I wish
in a far-off kingdom,
more than anything
lived a fair
more
maiden,
than life,
a sad young lad,
I wish
and a childless baker
more than life.
I wish
with his
more
wife.
than anything.
more than the moon.
I wish the king is giving a festival.
More than life.
I wish
To go to the festival.
More than riches.
And more,
I wish my cow would give us some milk.
more than anything.
I feel like audiences need to see what we put on the season because in many respects, these are pieces that challenge the senses. That are very thought-provoking, that are topical. It is also very exciting for the performers in town because what we choose to do, they don't have many of the same opportunities with these shows elsewhere. We are performing currently in two spaces. We're performing at the Bonner Auditorium at the Fresno Art Museum, and we're performing at the Dan Pisano Theater in the Performing Arts Complex at Clovis North. I love working on a large stage. I love directing on a big stage, but I get opportunities to do that. But I really love what a show can do by forcing an audience, a small group of people, into a space like Ragtime or like The Normal Heart or Next to Normal.
You know, StageWorks Fresno provides the type of quality theater that the Valley audiences deserve. StageWorks is one of the very few companies that is unique in the sense that they choose material that is topical, relevant, current.
I've worked with a lot of theater companies. StageWorks does a lot of shows that I've never heard of. My first production was Ragtime. It showed a lot of the racial issues that were going on in the beginning of the 1900s, so, which still, unfortunately, is relatable to today.
And that's what theater is about. That's what art is about. You may not know that you need it, but when you see it and when you hear it and when you have the experience, you are better for it. So we've settled on 4 shows for this season, 2 musicals and 2 non-musicals, and we've kind of bookended the season with the 2 non-musicals. The season starts with a play called The Music Lesson, and it's about a couple that has escaped from Bosnia, from Sarajevo, and moves to Pittsburgh. It's a very powerful, moving piece with 2 musicians on stage, a violinist and a classical pianist on stage to underscore the whole show. So it's a very different approach to what you might normally see. That is followed up in July with Into the Woods. You may have heard of it. Stephen Sondheim's, in my opinion, one of my absolute favorite musicals by him. What happens after Happily Ever After. And then that's followed up in late July, early August with a new musical that was off Broadway about a year or so ago called Dogfight. It's absolutely beautiful. The story is a little rough at times, but it redeems in the end, I promise you. And then that is followed by the play Other Desert Cities, which had a very successful run on Broadway about a year and a half, 2 years ago, about a very dysfunctional political family and a daughter's secret, a family secret, really. And that's all I can say.